Welcome to the channel, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And we're about to be getting into your tarot reading for today. So sit back, relax, take it if it resonates, leave it if it does not. Okay, let's get into it. So we have, I don't really know what we got going on. Okay, I feel like a very reliable energy. I feel patience, the straight and narrow path. I'm picking up on somebody who follows the sort of, again, narrow path, conventional, wise. Like you don't go to parties, you don't do things that normal people do. You're sort of odd, exceptional in a sense, okay? And but it's not really that. It's exceptional now, but I feel like you're just conventional, you're solid. People rely on you, and they always have, and they always can, because you just do the thing. Okay? You keep the lights on, you keep the thing running, you keep the elbow, you keep the thing oiled up. And you're earthly, man. I feel masculine energy. Earthly. You know what you're doing. Okay? It may not be as fast as people that you see or people out there, but it is a way, and you are on it. Okay? Now, but what's going on? Why are we reading you? Why are we picking up on you? What's going on? What is the energy wanting you to say? Okay, courage. Courage. Will and determination. It will be through dealing with new sets of obstacles that you will make your most significant leaps forward. We learn little from times of ease. The peaceful moments in life reward us for the hard work we've done. But those easy times don't give us the opportunity to show our perseverance and strength of character. You have what it takes to see the situation through to the end. Courage evolves, and it can grow into compassion, patience, and forgiveness. Nevertheless, alongside the hard times in life, we can still see the joy and be present for all the goodness coming our way. Okay. Okay, so, that's who you are. You're somebody, you have the willpower, the resolve to stick this thing out for the long term. What we're about to be getting into is whatever this thing is. But you're sticking it out for the long term. You have a long time horizon on your goal. And Spirit likes that. Spirit agrees with that. Okay? Let's see here. It's going to require courage. It's going to require that you stay on that straight and narrow path. Okay? Rebirth in reverse. Another lion, but this time in reverse. The number 10, completion. Rebirth in reverse. I'm going to come back to this. Okay? Rebirth in reverse. Because rebirth in reverse would mean like the opposite of rebirth, initial birth. Let's get clarity. Let's get a clarifying card, please. The Hermit. Introspection. Okay, rebirth is on the other end of this thing. So you're going to take some time to yourself. That's what it's looking like. And this time, it may take a while. A year, 2 years. Okay? Whatever feels like a while. Okay? This is the current vibration here. It could take a long time. And I'm getting the feeling that the longer you commit to it taking, the less time it's going to take. So if you are completely committed to it taking 10 years or the rest of your life, then you won't have that background noise in your mind saying, we're not there yet, we should be. And so if you don't really think that you should be there, you'll have that energy to put towards what you're doing. And so the Hermit is coming out, Rebirth in Reverse is coming out. You're being reborn, but you're doing it in silence, in your own alone time. This is a season of silence, a season of being alone, working on yourself. The High Priestess in Reverse. Hidden things are being revealed to you during this season. And I want to go ahead and this is feeling, I feel like this is feeling like it's sort of out of your control. The things that are hidden from you, you didn't control them being hidden from you. This is sort of fate. Fate needed you to not know those things, to go through the things that you've gone through so far. And you've sort of asked yourself to do it, so you'll realize why and everything when these downloads come here. Okay? High Priestess in Reverse, followed by the Ten of Pentacles. This is your abundance. This is your wealth. This is the keys to the castle, okay? The keys to the Ferrari that's sitting out in the parking lot, that's been sitting there for a long time, that you've been rigorously working towards in silence. And here are the keys, okay? But it comes after a season of commitment, okay? Maybe this thing that you're thinking about, you don't know if it's going to work or not, and I'm getting that feeling from you. But you're willing to commit the time. And so commit the time, and in the time commitment, you will find that everything will come. It's like so beautiful, but it's like it's not a delay, but it's a scenic route that you're traveling on, which means there's a lot of experiences that you want along the way that you're gonna get. And the end all be all is not like, it's not the castle or the Ferrari or whatever, it's the journey. And that's cliche, but it really is for you. This journey here, you want some experiences along the way, and you want to dig your teeth into it and love it and be curious about it and be creative with it. And that's amazing, and that's what Spirit wants from you as well. Okay, and so that's what it's all about, having fun, having a good time, having fun with it. Creating a good community around you, creating good relationships, loving people around you, loving yourself at the same, all of this stuff. And you're figuring it out, but it's taking this season of being alone. And so Spirit's just telling you, hey, you're not alone. I mean, you are physically, and you're having to do this little, I mean, it might be a longer season, but it's a season of development. It's like those montages in those movies, like the main character has to go through that development. In Demon Slayer, the anime, the main character, first 2 episodes, he was training for years to get to the point so that he could go do what he wanted to do. And you have the same ability to do that, okay? And you're doing that right now. I mean, it's the hero's journey. You gotta go through the trials to get the strength, right? You entered into it with all this vigor, and now you got to get the strength. And the best part about this whole thing is that you are the type. You're the earthly type. You're the patient type. You're the one who's willing to wait. You're the straight and narrow. You've got this. This is easy peasy. Death in Reverse here. Okay? So there's something here that's being held on to. And this could be unconscious, because usually it is when it comes to Death in Reverse. You're holding on to something. You could be conscious of it. And if you're conscious of it, I urge you to let go of whatever it is that's not serving you. Why are you holding on? Because you're obligated to, because you're intimidated, because if you let go, you'll die. Because, why are you holding on? Figure out what your reason is, and then work backwards from there, because you realize that the reason that you have probably isn't are you going to die? Are you on fire? Is it an emergency? What's the worst that can happen? It's probably not that bad, okay? And in fact, letting go, consciously, will lead to bigger and better things, especially if you believe in the law of attraction and you subscribe to it and you agree to it with the universe, and you allow that to sort of work in your life, then you know that this is how this works. So what is it that you're holding on to here? let's see. It may feel like this is sort of something that you have to hold on to. Slowing down in reverse. You're holding on to. I feel like you're holding on to the rush, or because the change, okay? Because what happens is, you change and you're reborn, and you change and you're reborn, and you get used to this process of being reborn in these new environments or these new jobs or these new whatever it is, okay? And so now you're reborn, and so you have this new personality, and you're able to create a new version of yourself. And so you've done that again, and now you're here, and you've created the new version of yourself, and your old version of yourself is gone. And so now it's not the time to go create another new version. It's the time to develop this one, right? And so it's like, okay, I have to develop this one that I have now. Instead of getting rid of this one and going to the next one, I've already done that. Now I'm at the next one. Now I have to develop this one, because there's a gap between what you want to embody, what you want to have, what you want to be, what you want to do, and what you're doing and being and having. And so you have to work your vibration from here to there, but you can't get there from here. And so you have to sort of let this sort of go. But in order to do that, there's processes that not really, but there's rituals and processes to get there that will help you get there. Like meditation, like processes in Abraham Hicks's book, Ask and It Is Given. There's 22 in that book. They're amazing. Like the I Am discourses, like all these different methods and madnesses. And if you, to getting to the higher vibrational frequency. And when you get to the higher vibrational frequency, that's when everything just falls into place. And I think that's what we're working on right now. And you're working on this process of understanding, training your body sort of into understanding that this environment, this season is a forever season, rather than this season being a temporary season. Because I think that in survival, when we're operating out of survival, we sort of tend to cling to temporary phases or seasons in life. Like, oh, nothing's going to last, right? Because of that background trauma of things getting stripped from you, taken, whatever. And so it's shifting into, oh, this is my happily ever after, and everything that I bring in now stays. And this is going to be a forever season. And so I actually can slow down. I can look at the time horizon just like I've always wanted to, of 20 years, 30 years, of my kingdom, my legacy, but after I die, looking into the future this far. It can happen because now it's not a matter of, okay, which wave do I find? It's now more of, okay, now I'm paddling, I'm getting on my board, and I'm learning how to ride this wave. It's like you're on it now. Okay, you've been put on it. Okay, done. Now you got to learn how to ride, how to balance, how to steer, how to do your aerial movements if you want to have finesse with it, right? But it's a slow process, and as you learn more about this wave that you're on, the wave just gets bigger and bigger. It never ends. Okay, it's just gonna get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And the deeper you dive into this pool of knowledge, the deeper the pool of knowledge gets. And so it's just this endless becoming of you and it together, into this harmony of mastery, and even after mastery, still learning. Okay? Beautiful. What else we got going on? The burden in reverse. So I think really that's what it is. It's that belief that things aren't going to last, or your idea, like things are going to permeate in your life. And yes, in life, life is all about change, and things change and this and that. But the season that you're entering into doesn't adhere to everyone. It's solely for you, and you've been through the changes. That's what life is, and you've been through that. And you've been through all that contrast. And yeah, I mean, you're going to experience more contrast going forward in this season. But it's going to be different. It's going to be more about things that you care about and things that matter to you and things that are easy to identify. And it's just a whole different type of deal because you're no longer in survival. You're no longer carrying burdens that aren't yours. Okay? Friendliness. And it will be a time for you to bring in friends and community and people who are just like you. Okay? People who also are on that same path of patience. Allowing. The people who, they understand that no matter what you do, it's a process to learn how to do it. And it takes time and energy and effort and a lot of it to get really good at something. It takes a lot of it. But if you spend enough time on something for long enough and you don't give up, you will be exceptional at it. That's just what it is. And it doesn't matter what it is that you try. Like, you put your work, you take action on anything for long enough and you'll be really, really good at it. Just how it works. I think just choosing the thing that interests you the most is the way to go, because you're going to have to spend, no matter what job you get, whether you're going to become a salesman or a freaking plumber or a mechanic, or you're becoming no matter what you do, it's going to take hundreds of hours, thousands of hours to master that thing. So if you want to play the guitar, or you want to sing, or you want to just spend that same time doing that, and you will become the best. Okay? And there's this big shift, and it's sort of big, but it's also sort of subtle, because this is something that you've wanted to do your whole life, wanted to embody, and you had to go through the trials and tribulations no matter what. And now you're here. And you can go through more if you want, if you choose to. Or you can sit, or you can say, okay, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to carry my cross. I'm going to bear my burden. Okay? No. Correct me, Spirit. Correct me. I'm going to bear my what? Bear my burden. It's not that you're going to bear a burden or carry a cross, but it's that you're going to commit to yourself. That's really what I'm looking for. Self-commitment. Saying to yourself, I'm going to get better at this thing. I'm going to do this thing for this much time. And I could not get better the first 90 days, and I'll still do it for 180. I could suck the first 100 days, and I'll still keep on going. Make that commitment to yourself, that even if you suck the whole way through, you're going to continue doing whatever it is that you're going to continue doing. Okay? Awakening. Change the way that you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. Okay, so a pause could be good. It is right under the Hermit, which is also right next to the High Priestess in reverse, which is realizing the wealth creation. You have a lot of downloads that you can access in meditation. And so taking a second to meditate every day, or even right now after this, would be really good for you. Embracing your uniqueness. Now, there are certain things in this world, certain people in this world who aren't going to accept you for who you are. But there are other people who are going to wholeheartedly accept you for who you are. But to be authentic, the price you have to pay is that some people aren't going to like you, and that's okay. Right? So embrace that. Okay? Embrace that part of you. The High Priestess, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Again, awakening the High Priestess. You have a meditation like right after this that's going to really help you. Reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, and feeling challenged by money issues. Yeah, whatever season you're in, I'm telling you, it's not the time to go jump to another one. Stay where you're at, okay? This is very specific, so take it if it resonates, okay? But yeah, reach out to assistance for others. You might ask for help, or you might be called to call someone in who has expertise or has knowledge about the subject that you're looking to learn about. You might be called to call them in this meditation. So go do the meditation, see if you're called to do that. Okay, but I feel like that might happen. There's politics involved here. Okay, and the master. So you have to look beyond the politics of situations and people. Instead, look at what they can teach you. Okay, regardless of their position or who they are or what they've done, try to find in people what you can learn. Okay, there's a lot of richness to that. There's a lot of substance to that around you at this time. So do that for yourself. Okay. What else we got going on? The creator, the master, the creator. I feel like this is sort of coming to an end here, because the creator is like one with himself, one with the universe. And he comes, I see him as someone who's just coming out of a meditation. So I really think that it's a very good time to meditate right now. Okay. Very, very good time to meditate. Let's get you a totem animal to research, to meditate on. In fact, I'm going to ask that you meditate on this animal that I pull right now. It's going to be the tiger, okay? The tiger. Intense energy. We're going to read it and then we're going to close it out, okay? Alrighty. Tiger. Okay. Tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. So this tiger, it's telling us exactly what, like, go into meditation. Meditate on the tiger. See what the tiger has to tell you. See if it talks to you or gives you a message or comes with another spirit animal. Okay? Namaste. It's been real. It's been amazing. Okay? Sorry I missed Monday, but I'm back today. I got a new t-shirt. It's called Into the AM. That's the brand name, and I'm dropping the brand. They just sent me 3 t-shirts for free. So I'm like, okay, dope. And it has my initials on it, AM. Let's go. Anyway, so what else is going on? New stuff coming, okay? New stuff coming out very soon. If you've ever booked a reading with me and you're currently watching this right now, thank you for booking readings with me. Thank you for ever booking reading with me. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I will be reaching out for reviews very soon on those, so I can add them to a new website that I'm making, where I have it like it's going to be a lot prettier than the one that I put out earlier. A lot prettier, a lot more, just a lot better than the one that I had before on the whatever it was. But yeah, it's going to be nice. That's what I'm working on right now. So that's coming. So reviews, that's what I'm looking for. Websites coming in. What else was I gonna do? Into the AM. What else was it? Let me think. I'm blanking on it right now, but I will probably just announce it in another video or a post or something like that. Okay? So have a wonderful rest of your guys' day. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Yeah. Goodbye.